What's up, YouTube? This is BJD coming at you from one of the most remote parts of the world. More on that later. Well, I've been on YouTube for over a decade now. Actually, in earnest, it's only a little over 7 years, but let's further my narrative. Suffice it to say, I've been at this shit a long time, cranking them out. I cut my teeth. I'm going to dangerous parts of Latin America and doing some goofy ass shit. I.e. notorious prostitution zones. I'm looking at you, Santa Fe, Barrio, Bogota. Going to these, proverbially speaking, love hotels and kind of sort of maybe audio recording when folks in the room next to me or to the side of me would kind of sort of do their thing and posting these sounds, shall we call it, these sex sounds on YouTube and netting subs and pulling ad revenue and spinning algos and turning the world upside down. 6,800 subs later, and here I am on this remote part of the world. And as such, I find myself in a peculiar state of being. It's wouldn't call it per se a midlife crisis, but I'm in sort of a catharsis. Before we go on about catharsises, let's address the white elephant in the room, well, on the remote island. And that'd be this getup. I assure you it's not a ratings ploy, a jester max, any type of clickbait. Let's just say I'm kind of, as the title says, one shy and awkward, socially awkward as fuck cat. Well, that and the fact that I go to these dangerous prostitution zones and kind of sort of maybe audio record the sex sounds of folks I don't know. Let's just say it's kind of a smart idea to sort of keep it on the down low just a bit, just till the dust settles a little bit. Be that as it may, disguised or otherwise. I've been trolling the tube for the last few days, weeks, and months, and seeing these videos of these, what do the kids call it today? These NPC players. I'm pushing half a century. What do I know about this video game lingo nonsense? Let's just say, for lack of a better word, these sort of not quite ready for prime time types going on their camera phones, such as this, whether it be in their car, in a park, oh, maybe it's in the bathroom after they done rubbed one out. And going on here and waxing poetic, talking about their jobs, their family, their mortgages, whatever the case may be. Airing out every complaint and grievance they got. And posting it and spinning algos and netting subs. And this Lamont guy or some shit, he's all about, you gotta go 20 minutes straight, you gotta have a 4-key, this, that, and the other, and it'll work, guys, it'll work. And so, you know what, BJD said one day, let me throw my hat in the rink. It's the worst that could happen, you know, I'd fall on my face. I've been doing that for almost half a century, man. At some point, you develop some degree of resilience. So here we go. The journey of a 10,000 mile odyssey, as Confucius so aptly put it. We put it actually a lot more eloquent than that. As I stated before, I'm shy and socially awkward as fuck. You'll just have to roll with that. Or not. But anyway, here we go on the journey. No sooner do I touch down on this latest sabbatical of mine when my YouTube feed lights up with this story about this misguided youth assassin, this guy in a hood, and he does that pop thing to this healthcare CEO on the sidewalks of New York City at 4 a.m. And Mr. CEO is left laying prone with so many holes and laying prostrate, a most unbecoming look. And away we go with this story to the races. I mean, it's a foregone conclusion that the femizetards with their silk panties are going to simp on the guy. But what the fuck is up with the traditional media with this thing? I mean, my God, let the story breathe, for Jesus Christ's sake. I mean, just suck a big old wop wong, why don't you? The way they're on this guy. And good luck getting those short and curlies out your mouth when you do finish going down on them. If dude's eyebrows are any indication, he's probably got the Sherwood Forest going down there. Down where? Down there! It's a shout out to Razor Ramon Scott Hall, the bad guy. Rest in peace, big fella. If you ain't caught on, I'm kind of into that 80s and 90s pro wrestling nostalgia. And if that ain't your jam, well, looks like you're not going to make it far on this 1,000,000-mile journey we got going on here. Peace out to you. But going back to this kid, this Italian, I mean, this is going to go down in history as one of the biggest simp stories ever. He tape measures, plods, works out to the nearest detail for weeks and months, this joint. And he executes it. Out of the clear, subway. Just one thing. For 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds, he lets this thing down, right? In a hostile reception, New York City. 2 seconds he lets it down. And that's all he's fucking needed. A perky, hostile receptionist, a 7.1, and Luigi's got the goo-goo eyes. And that was his downfall. The gig is up, Anton. My goodness, what a simp play. What a simp play. Valedictorian, math wizard, Ivy League. All for shit because he just can't resist the urge to simp for 2.6 seconds. 2.6 seconds over a 7.1 in a hostile reception. Fuck you, Luigi. Not fuck me, fuck you. And this guy from this Italian immigrant wealth, he goes from that to getting busted in a McDonald's lobby. And nothing happened in blue collar PA. The mighty have fallen. Luigi's fallen, he's fallen, so he's taking his time on the ride. Taking his time. All right, enough of that. That's enough of that. We're talking about simps. And those that simp, I put out a video recently. It's about this cat in Buenos Aires who I couch surfed with. And he's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy. He's into real estate. He's really good with the guitar. And yeah, he took me in. He fed me breakfast. Nah, I gotta cut it out with that 80s nostalgia shit. But yeah, he took me in. And we hung out, had a good time. But halfway through the couch surf, he just got he just got infatuated with this female couch surfer. And if you're not familiar with couch surfing, it's basically a platform, a travel platform, where you host travelers, or you stay with hosts, whatever the case may be. And yeah, so he's on this app. He gets this text from this female surfer. She says, maybe, I need a place to stay. And oh God, you got to see this guy. Anyway, the video is up on YouTube. I'll put a card to that deal, stick a pin in that story. But yeah, simping, I'm not about this simping. I come from the 80s and 90s where you didn't have to simp, where it seemed like everybody had somebody. You know, you didn't see a 4.6 with an 8.3, you know. There wasn't this sort of, you know, misogyny. This wasn't these sort of mismatches. These 49ers, what you call these 49ers, a girl that's a 4 that chases over a dude that's a 9. So that's manosphere shit. I'm going to get into that later. This is not what today is about. Anyway, let's not get too off the topic. All right, so we're about traveling. We're about me and this catharsis that I'm having. It's not so much a midlife crisis so much as it is I'm sort of just in this limbo, man. I'm watching the events happen in the States. And there's this 108-pound sourpuss Guatemalan fuck that can't figure out anything to play with besides himself and any old lighter he picks up on the ground, and he sort of lights this woman on fire. I hope the YouTube triggers don't happen. But yeah, he sends her up 4th of July style with the cruelest bang possible. A lowly woman indeed, but an American citizen nonetheless. And this shit's just a circus. This is 2025 society in a nutshell. I mean, why can't we be like Myanmar? You know? Once we find this prick, we just stone him right on the spot. Burn him at the stake. No, it's in America, it's all about this facade of civility, you know, this facade of order, you know, this cognitively dissonant attempt at adhesion, gluing society together amidst all the chaos and the Armageddon and all this shit, all in the name of keeping order. No, it's really all in the name about keeping that red, white, and blue buck dripping down the faucet. That's what it is. Keep all those NPC players quiet. No panic, no chaos. We don't want that. Wall Street. You know what I say? Fuck the stockholders. Fuck them, and let's be like Myanmar. Fuck this kangaroo court. Fuck order. Burn them in effigy. No, it's hang them in effigy. Burn them at the stake. Do something. I don't know what to do. At least we have this much. They parade him around in this goofy white jumpsuit, going from kangaroo court to the pokey back and forth and back, with that sourpuss on his face, his sawed off 4 feet, and 60-pound Guatemalan fuck with that audacity. Oh man. Hey, it's all about entertainment in the United States. But with all the chaos going on, seeing Rome burning, I find myself kind of in Henry David Thoreau's shoes, you know? Whether it be a remote island or a cabin in the middle of the woods. There's times where you just want to get the fuck away. I mean, seriously. It just gets that bad. Problem is, the world wasn't set up that way. You just can't get the fuck away when you want to. I mean, it's just contrived, it's rigged, it's set up to where at some point you're gonna need something. What do they say? No man is an island. No man can do it all. Eventually you're gonna need to come up for air, proverbially speaking. So the Henry David Thoreaus of the world, the hermits of Loretto, more recently David Swellows, their noble attempt to get it away from it all, it always turns futile. And I'm just another casualty. So I got to go back. I got to go back to that Rome that is burning, that chaos, that clown world, that circus. That is American society in 2025. But that's just it. I don't. I mess around, don't want to come back. But eventually my money's going to run out. Or these people here are going to get tired of me. So I got to come back. Problem is I fuck around, don't want to come back. So you see the dilemma I'm in. That's kind of what the vid's about. My dilemma. At 48 and 2/3 years old, on a remote island. This is Easter Island, ladies and gentlemen. Rapa Nui, Pasquale. Hell, this place is so far the hell out there, they don't adhere to this official one name bullshit. They got as many names as they want. They do what they want to do, essentially. And that's kind of what I want. How do I go about getting it? I'm not my brother's keeper. That's some Bible shit, by the way. What Cain said to God when asked about Abel's whereabouts after, what's the word for, it's not infanticide, is it siblicide? Anyway, for the offing of one's brother. That's what he said to God. Kind of a bold guy, that Cain, huh? I am not my brother's keeper. I don't think anybody's their brother's keeper. Especially not in 2025. The euphemism has basically been watered down to, condensed over the centuries to taking care of those in need. Those in need, actually more along the lines of those in a bad way. And I'm sure any of you listening know a few or 17 of those such souls. And no, you can't be one's brother's keeper, but can you be one's brother's welfare intervention checker? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm just a guy in a costume on a remote island contriving shit. But can't we do something before this shit spins completely out of control? When you see your brother getting hooked on amphetamine, can't you say to him, brother, man, I know that fet feels really good, man. That trip is fucking tripping and exciting and thrilling. But goddamn, what a hook. It's a hook you'll never come back from. You'll turn you into a zombie, all that. Can't you just tell him, brother, you gotta be better than the dope? Can't you? Drug addict society. And then you got these simps that spend their last $18 on OnlyFools and get led around the nose by these hoes, like my friend in Buenos Aires. Can't you say to these people, you gotta say to them, dog, you gotta be better than them 304s, dog. You just gotta be better than those IG 304s. Do something. Don't sit idly by like they did with that burning homeless woman on the subway. Don't sit idly by. Do something. Say something. Intervene. You're not your brother's keeper, but God damn it, how about a welfare check once in a while? Whether it be dope, booty, everybody in today's society got their vices. And it's what's bringing it down. That's why I'm in the most remote part of the world and I fuck around, don't want to come back. So unlike the Disneyland fairy tales, this joint don't really have a happy ending now, do it? We kind of all just gotta go about this pathway we call life and just sort of do our own thing. Catch as catch can, as it were. But on this journey of 1,000 miles, I think we're gonna leave it there. And we're gonna finish these joints with a little Macho Man Randy Savage, being that I'm a 80s and 90s pro wrestling nostalgic. And with that, from Easter Island, ooh yeah! Until the next one, BJ out this bitch.